What if I told you that some of the most terrifying scenes in horror movies are not just fictional, but are based on chilling real-life events? Imagine hearing voices that aren't there, witnessing objects move on their own, or experiencing uncontrollable fits of rage. Today, we're diving into the spine-tingling world of real-life exorcisms. Stay with us as we uncover the shocking stories of people who have faced unimaginable horrors. In this video, we'll explore some of the most shocking and terrifying exorcism cases from around the world. From mysterious possessions to dramatic and intense exorcisms, these stories are not for the faint-hearted. We'll reveal the dark truth behind these cases and the incredible struggles faced by those involved. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button if you love horror stories. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more spine-chilling content. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we have in store for you. Let's get into it. Anneliese Michel was a young woman from Germany whose exorcism became one of the most well-documented cases in history. Born in 1952, Anneliese grew up in a devoutly Catholic family and led a relatively normal life until her late teens. However, her life took a drastic turn when she began experiencing disturbing symptoms that puzzled doctors and terrified her family. Her behavior became increasingly erratic and violent, with voices in her head and extreme aversion to religious objects. Anneliese reported seeing demonic faces and hearing sinister voices that told her she was damned. Her physical health deteriorated rapidly, and she suffered from severe convulsions. Despite numerous medical examinations and treatments, her condition worsened, leading her family to seek spiritual help. Over a span of 10 months, she underwent 67 exorcism sessions. The process was grueling and intense, involving a team of priests who believed multiple demons possessed Anneliese. The sessions were marked by horrifying incidents, including Anneliese speaking in different voices, exhibiting supernatural strength, and enduring physical torment. Despite the exorcisms, her health continued to decline. Tragically, Anneliese died in 1976 at the age of 23 from malnutrition and dehydration. Her parents and the priests involved were later charged with negligent homicide, sparking widespread debate and controversy. The case highlighted the intersection of faith and medicine and raised critical questions about mental health treatment versus spiritual intervention. To this day, Anneliese's story remains a poignant and haunting example of the complexities surrounding exorcism and possession. What do you think about Anneliese's story? Let us know in the comments below. Roland Doe's case is one of the most famous, as it inspired the iconic horror movie, The Exorcist. Roland Doe, a pseudonym to protect his identity, was a young boy from Maryland who experienced a series of terrifying and inexplicable events in the late 1940s. His story has captivated audiences for decades, blending elements of supernatural horror with real-life mystery. Objects moved on their own, and strange noises filled the house. Roland exhibited violent outbursts and supernatural strength that defied explanation. Family members reported hearing scratching sounds from the walls, and household items were thrown across rooms without any apparent cause. Roland's behavior became increasingly erratic, with his voice changing, speaking in languages he had never learned, and displaying an aversion to religious artifacts. The exorcism performed by Father William Bodern, was marked by eerie incidents, such as mysterious words appearing on Roland's skin. The exorcism sessions were intense and dramatic, involving multiple priests over several weeks. Witnesses reported seeing furniture shaking and hearing unearthly growls coming from the young boy. Despite these terrifying episodes, the priests persisted, determined to free Roland from what they believed was a demonic possession. After a long series of exorcisms, Roland was reportedly freed from his possessions. His story remains a chilling reminder of the unknown and has left a lasting impact on popular culture. The details of his case were meticulously documented and later inspired the book and film The Exorcist, cementing Roland's story in the annals of supernatural folklore. Do you believe in the supernatural? Please share your thoughts with us. Clara Germana. Sele, a young girl from South Africa, experienced one of the most terrifying exorcisms in history. Her case may not be as well known as some others, but the details are no less chilling. Clara's story begins in 1906, when, at the age of 16, she claimed to have made a pact with the devil, setting off a chain of horrifying events that would shock even the most skeptical. Clara's disturbing behavior and symptoms quickly escalated. She exhibited extreme violence, attacking people around her with unnatural strength. Witnesses reported that she could speak and understand languages she had never learned, including Latin and German. Clara also developed an intense aversion to religious objects, and her voice would change dramatically, becoming deep and guttural. These symptoms terrified those around her and led to the conclusion that she was possessed. 2 priests were called in to perform the exorcism, which lasted for 2 days. The process was dramatic and intense, with Clara exhibiting behaviors that seemed beyond human capability. She would levitate, contort her body in unnatural ways, and speak in languages unknown to her. The priests faced a daunting task as they struggled to free Clara from the demonic forces. The exorcism sessions were filled with spine-chilling moments that would later be recounted by those who witnessed them. After intense struggle, Clara was finally freed from the demonic possession, leaving behind a story that still haunts us. Her case was documented by the priests and remains a significant example of exorcism in history. Clara's ordeal serves as a stark reminder of the mysterious and terrifying aspects of our world that science and religion still grapple with today. What would you do if you encountered someone like Clara? Tell us in the comments. Anna Eklund's story is one of the most well-documented exorcisms of the 20th century, and it's as chilling as it gets. Anna, born in the United States in 1882, began showing signs of possession at a young age. Her case attracted significant attention due to the severity and duration of her symptoms, which baffled doctors and priests alike. Anna's symptoms began with a strong aversion to religious objects and grew to include violent outbursts, speaking in tongues, and otherworldly strength. She would recoil from holy water, display supernatural knowledge, and often speak in languages she had never learned. Her behavior became more erratic and dangerous, leading her family to seek help from the church after medical interventions proved ineffective. Father Theophilus Riesinger performed the exorcism, which lasted for 23 days. The sessions were filled with terrifying incidents including Anna levitating and speaking in multiple languages. Witnesses reported hearing deep, guttural voices coming from Anna, along with unexplainable noises and movements in the room. The exorcism was grueling, testing the limits of both Anna and the priests involved. After the intense exorcism, Anna was eventually freed from the demonic possession. Her case left a lasting impression on the community and the church, serving as a stark reminder of the potential for supernatural occurrences. The documentation of her exorcism provided valuable insights into the process and was used as a reference for future cases. Anna's story continues to be a topic of fascination and fear, highlighting the mysterious and often terrifying nature of demonic possession. Have you heard of Anna Eklund's story before? What do you think about these exorcisms? Share your thoughts in the comments. These stories of real-life exorcisms show us a dark and mysterious side of our world that we can't fully understand. From the tragic fate of Annalise Michel to the spine-chilling ordeal of Roland Doe, the horrifying experiences of Clara Germana Telle, and the intense exorcism of Anna Eklund, each case reveals the terrifying potential of demonic possession. These accounts not only highlight the struggles of those affected, but also provoke deep reflection on the boundaries between science, faith, and the supernatural. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear more real-life horror stories, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss an update. Do you have any spooky experiences or suggestions for future videos? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and stay spooky.